Hello, everybody. Why am I screaming? Oh my gosh. Y'all about to click off right now because I'm screaming. I hope y'all doing wonderful. I'm doing great myself. Whew, it's been a long day. When I tell you a long day, baby, I got up at 6 and not intentionally. I did not want to do that. So if y'all watching the replay game, just know that I start talking about 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll go over because I'm talking about myself, and it's okay. So anyway, anywho, um, I was kind of bummed because my son is a month past his haircut, right? So I'm trying to let this little boy hair grow out because I want a certain cut on him. Okay, it's okay. I want a certain cut, but due to the fact that his grandpa took him to go get his hair cut, now it's been past a month. It's been over a month. Like when did he get it done? August, September, October, November. It's November, so he haven't had a haircut in like so long. But I still wash it and keep it, keep up with it. I don't trim it, I don't do nothing. But I could just like shake my son and slap my dad. Cause I'm gonna tell you, my dad took him to go get his haircut for the first day of school, right? So I'm like, hey, just go get my buddy haircut, get it, get it the way I like it. So he said, oh, I cut his hair, got his haircut, and I said, okay, cool, grand. But when I came home, that haircut was ridiculous. When I tell you, did you see his haircut? Did you pay for this? Yeah, I paid for it. Did you look at it? He didn't look at the haircut. He just allowed him to. And so my son, I said, so how long was you in the seat? He's like, my son said it so boastfully. He's like, this was the shortest haircut I ever had. I was in the seat for 3 minutes. Y'all, it looked like 3 minutes. I wanted to take a picture of it, but I could not do it to him, and I couldn't do it to I couldn't do it to nobody. So at the end of the day, I just know my lesson. Okay, don't take him to that 3 minute haircut ever again. And know what you want and take a picture, and even somebody else give it to you. Hey, this is the haircut I want for him. Nothing more, nothing less. But it is what it is, y'all. So now he can get a haircut, but this weekend I have to work. So I'm like, this was my weekend. He needed to get his haircut. But either way, I am very proud of my son. Every morning he comes and give me the comb and the brush to comb his hair. And I be so proud of him. I used to fuss him out all the time. And because he was the type to just run out the house. Like, boy, did you put a comb to your head? Yeah, I'm not getting blamed for this. Like, you're too old for this. I'm not getting blamed for you to go to school looking like this. But he likes his appearance to be a little bit sharper now. So I like it. He loves it. So that's the only thing that matters. So y'all, this is 3 minutes. So y'all came for the thumbnail. So if you come and replay, that's the reason why you click here. So this is the time that I will start talking about it. So let's get into it. All right. I might come back and do Peach in a minute, but the thumbnail is on Peach McIntyre. Um, but I want to say something about my Jazzy life. Jazzy had this video where she's doing piles of clothes, and then she opened her refrigerator and her freezer, and she could literally grab a box of bread. I didn't see anything else in the way. I, baby, how do you do that? And now I'm just trying to understand, because is that like a psychological thing? Like, you don't like to have food like in the refrigerator? Did somebody tell you that poor people they hoarder food and rich people they just buy food? Is that why are you doing this? Because somebody actually told me that. They said poor people typically hoarder food and they buy boats and stuff versus rich people they just go to the store daily. So maybe that is Jazz's way of life to make her feel like she's not poor. It is what it is, y'all. I kind of gave up with telling this girl to bulk shop. Is hey, if she likes to go to the grocery store every 3 days, so be it. She's not using my gas. She's not using my bank card. It doesn't matter. But I must say this: you being at home all day, I can't. Um, Peach McIntyre. But I can't say this. I'm a working mother. I have two jobs. I have a night job or I have a weekend job, and I have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. And I'm always on the go. Baby, if y'all don't understand how much I wish I had at least 4 hours out of the morning to do laundry, pick up, start something, put it in a crock pot. Baby, I'm power woman. I'm not superwoman, bride. I'm power woman. I don't want to use the B word. I'm trying my best to refrain on the B word. But and I shouldn't be calling nobody broad, okay? But ladies and gents, if I get 4 hours, I am power woman. You can't tell me anything. When after you put a dinner on, your clothes is washed, dishes is houses are a little picked up, bitch, you can move mountains for the rest of the day. I don't know if anybody feels this way. And Jazz, I'm gonna say this. One thing that makes me feel like you're so depressed and you're overwhelmed and you're anxious and you're overworked is because you got too much clothes. You don't have the help that you should be having with a newborn baby. People that's a single mother with more than 4 kids, some of their houses are freaking spotless. It still smell. Their house still have a paint smell, and they've been in that broad for 40 years. You're like, oh, you just moved in here? Like, girl, no, I've been here for 10 years. The floor, their shampoo, their floor, their their carpet might be a cream color and it's completely clean. They got their stuff hanging up. The kids is a little bit organized because mama don't mess. But Jazz, you were sitting there talking about how you like certain things organized and you like them color coordinated. That's grand. But it don't mean anything when half of their clothes is not in their baskets and it's not in their room. If you have a lot of clothes, I'm gonna just help you with a little advice. You have a lot of clothes, like for example, you said you let your stuff pile up for 2 weeks. Hey, it is what it is, y'all. Take those clothes to the washer and dryer. You won't allow that to junk to happen again. And fold them at the washer and dryer. Stand up, fold them, and you appreciate having a washer and a dryer at the house. You appreciate it because there's nothing worse than going to the laundromat with a bunch of clothes. And when I didn't have a washer and dryer because I had a unit that did not allow us to have, I'm sorry, didn't allow us to have a washer and dryer because they gave us free water. So what that mean was we had to use a laundromat. It was okay, but I knew that I had to wash clothes at least twice a week. I couldn't let that junk pile up because one, it stink. Dirty clothes stink. I don't know about anybody else. I swear to God, I can walk into a house and I was like, oh, it's time to wash clothes. And I don't care But I think stale clothes smell the same. What stale clothes is, it's not fresh out the dryer. I can smell the wrinkle all up in the air. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Like, this girl's a loony bin. But seriously, it doesn't make any sense why you have all that time. Baby, can you imagine if Jazz had to use public transportation and use public wash machine? That bra won't get nothing done, y'all. Dead serious. Poor kids to stay sick. That's the reason why your kids are constantly sick, Jazz. 2 weeks, 2 weeks of clothes that's not put away. Just 2 weeks. Thank y'all for speaking. Hold on. Imagine that house still singing. Okay, I thought I was the only one that's crazy enough. Ain't nothing like coming in your house. And y'all, I stay in an apartment. And my lady upstairs, she used Gain. And every Thursday night, no fail, she's running that darn wash machine. And it's okay with me. But I get this fragrance of freaking Gain. And then at that same time, I hear her vacuum up her floor. And I was like, man, she don't have any kids. She's just her. So, and my vacuum probably goes off. My kids, I make my kids vacuum their floor daily. If they don't, but if I catch it dirty, that's their butt. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I could tell that, she washed her clothes, she vacuums up her bed, she probably changed her sheet. But at the end of the day, she has a system. Jazz, you don't have a system. What you have is, let me pile this up so I can have a video. We don't need to see all that nastiness going on. And what are you doing? I just want to see. I want her to vlog what she doing today. Not fake it. I don't want to see no coffee scenes. I don't want to see. I want to see her fat butt sitting on a computer, strolling through all these reactors pages and talk about, that's my content. They keep on saying babe's not here. That's right. But I'm about to make him come back. That's what all she does. And it's only showing because her videos only show what people speak of. She has nothing else. Because I'll be honest with you, if I just had my infant, I would show so much. I would show. And when I wanted to, just an infant, I wouldn't have nothing to do with my infant. I would just, if I can upload it on my computer, for some odd reason, I can't do it. But if I could just vlog and upload it, y'all see different things. Y'all see me cussing out somebody driving down the road. It is what it is. You'll see me sneaking out the house. I do that. Mom, don't be coming for me, okay? I sneak out the house. I sit in my car, relax, play my Toon Blast until my battery goes dead. And I go home, I cook dinner, I pick up, I fuss. Man, that's the life. Hold on. You know what? I wanted to say this, right? Because I don't know if y'all know that my infant, he didn't get diagnosed, but he has certain traits, like he stims, like he does this, he goes around the house and he's like, ooh, ooh. He works his own muscle, but that's it. And he might say certain things, but it's a hit and miss. So we're just keeping an eye on him. But when I was a kid, I didn't see that many this is a big thing. And I'm like, are kids actually diagnosed with spectrum on a spectrum? Like, is it actually a spectrum, or are we just listening to multiple people? And because, kids have different personalities and different traits. Now, I believe that some of these traits are due to bad parenting. Parents don't want to deal with their children. Good evening. That's what I really think. I think that parents just don't want to deal with them. If they're not talking or if they're not doing what they want them to do when they need them to do it, something's wrong with my child. And it shouldn't always go this way. And I think some doctors are just aggravated with what it is. So, like, doctors can't tell you to go home and take care of your kid and listen to him, you know, stop putting him in the room. Doctors can't tell you that, because be honest with you, some go feed your child. Nothing's wrong with your child. He's misbehaving because he's freaking hungry. But my thing is, I just like, because somebody asked me about my son at the doctor's, and it's like, oh, he's attentive. And I say, well, I feed him before he goes out in public. He's not running around and angry, and he's just not doing that. So there's some, like I said, there's some traits he has to be on the spectrum, but there's others they can't see it because of his behavior. So I don't know. So right now I'm just like in limbo. I'm going with the ropes right now because either way, the doctors are saying he's only one, but I'm still going with the flow. Whatever it is, they tell me, hey, do this, do that. I'm going with it, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my gosh, in that back room. Oh gosh, you're right about that. You're right about that. There's a lot of big uncle. Get out of that room with Big John. Leave Big John alone. You're right. I always say that. They did put him in the back room. Well, be honest with you, only reason why he started going to therapy is because the doctors kept pushing that he needs to talk. And I was like, he's not talking. And that's where we got like the other part and the other side of it. Because he wasn't talking. So in a way, they're saying don't push him. He let him come along, but when his doctor be like, he needs to be talking, he needs to be singing. Literally, he needs to be reading this dictionary by the time he's 18 months. Like, really? He need to have dictionary words. Okay, cool. Now, it was believable, but I also have to realize that one of my children did not speak until she was 5. Not because she could not speak, she just did not want to have a conversation with you. And she's still like that today, y'all. Like, I'm like, can you say hi when you walk in my car? Hi, mom. She don't even say mom. She said mom. I love her to pieces, y'all. I really do. And, but I just have to know that children are different in all ways. So, y'all, I still did not get to my thumbnail. No, he's not. He's not. He is. Okay, so how is this? His age group at daycare, he's the only one. So the other kids are older. He's the only one. So that's kind of hard. And a lot of times, and be honest with you, I think some people, they get their kids diagnosed for a check, and that's sad. I see it a lot. Go up there. I'm seriously, when I tell y'all, I see people coaching their kids, go in there and tear up his desk, and yes, like, why would you tell your daughter that? Go act crazy. Kick this, like keep on kicking this, and they do it. Sweet Jesus, nothing wrong with these babies. I think sometimes those parents be coaching them, because I don't know how much. I think it's $700 a pop for a kid. Okay, I can't do it. That's too much time, y'all. I'm sorry. That's the reason why I can't do WIC, y'all. That's too much time. I miss out, girl. I don't even do child support, okay? Child support, that's too much time. You want me to do this and this and this? You know how much time I got? And that little bit of time, I'm going to use it on myself. So, yeah, I'm serious. There's some things I just do not sit for. That's a waste of time. You got to make this appointment, that appointment. Nah, I'm good. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, and that's understandable. But my son is, he's like my daughter. My daughter, he's really relaxed. Like my infant is like my daughter. And they relax, and he's not loud. My son, my oldest son is very, hey, let's learn this and let's learn that. Let's play this. Let's do this. And my other two is like, chill. Like, what are you doing? Like, be quiet. I'm trying to watch my Coco Melon, you know? So, and also, I think this is something that I'm personally thinking was stopping him from. I asked the people to stop allowing him to watch Coco Melon and Grace Corner, because I think that's hindering him from talking, because this ooh is singing. I think it's singing. They say it's stimming, but I think he's singing, like he's singing, and I'm like, I need you to talk. So if he's sitting at a in a station and he's watching or listening to Coco Melon in the background for about 19 hours a day, that's not healthy. So that's something I also request. So maybe. So y'all, let's get into Peach, cause I, y'all, I believe it, Bella. I believe it, and I believe Peach understood why she did it too. I believe it, but sometimes you can be harsh on people, but sometimes you got to tell people what it is. And sometimes I think right now with this post, I'm about to pull up, not on my side, not on my thing, but I'm about to read something that Peach has said in her post that kind of like teed me the wrong way, y'all. So let's go. I need help for those who are parents of adult children who still loves you, come around you as adult and respect you. How did you do it? What's the secret to having your children still love you? You come around, you respect you as adults. This question is for the adult children who fits the below description, not though for those who is in toxic parent adult children relationships. This question is not for parents who adult children cuss them out, try to fight them, or even won't even wish them a happy birthday or Mother's Day. This question is for parents of adult children, not teenagers or young children. I want to learn how I can develop these healthy relationships with my children now so we can be close knit in their adulthood. First of all, reading this whole, what's up with all the caps? How old is Peach? I'm just trying to understand, okay? That's the reason why I had self fighting with self, okay? One, why does she have to do that? I'm just curious, okay? Is that her loud personality trying to come through her page? I don't know. So basically, you have to get to know your parents. You not your parents, you have to get to know your children. So Peach, that means you have to raise them. That don't mean that you have enough money to raise your children with so you can get a nanny. See, you lost 3 years. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. 3 years. Let's say 2 years. Let's say 2 years. She lost 2 years due to YouTube. When I say YouTube, this woman had a nanny. She lost a year. She lost. I'm assuming her son was 13. She lost his puberty time. Assuming you lost your daughter, time that she developed whatever she developed. You lost a milestone from her son that have autism. And when I say that is I mean she recorded it, but she lost it because she wasn't really there. She lost a milestone from her third son. She lost a milestone from her first last, how can I say this? Her fourth son. Is that 4? Yeah, her fourth son. And then she lost a milestone from her fifth son. So, Peach, you lose years every time you find something more compatible and something more easy. Y'all saw how she said she needed a nanny to take her kids to school. Y'all, be honest with you, that is the most precious thing you can do is drive, pick up, no matter how we fuss at them. We drop them off. That is our time. But 2 years of her life, her kids won't remember. Her kids going to say, oh, don't you remember we was driving down the road? And Manny, she showed us how to flick off this man that cut us off. She ain't going to remember that. So you already have a disadvantage just from that question you were asking people. She has to be available for her children. And you cannot be available by asking strangers that's going to give you sugar-coated answers. So I'm not going to give you sugar-coated answers. I don't think she will ever see this, and I'm fine with that. But this might can help somebody else. Peach, stop asking the same old question for the same sugar-coated answer. People are giving you a sugar-coated answer. Nobody's not telling you, hey, get off of YouTube and be a mother. And the same post and the same day, 4 hours later, she asked, I've been watching these homeschool moms do routines and I think they're lying. No, they're probably not. They just got a habit. They have a passion for their children. And one thing about, I hate to see moms act like, Paige act like she's no wrong. And the people that's telling her, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on doing what? She already told the little boy that you don't want to go to school. Okay. Because Peach wanted her mother to do the exact same thing. Peach, and I'm going to say this, and because for some odd reason, she's still holding on to her mother and what her mother do. And I said it once in a post, or I said it once, maybe in my head. I feel like Peach wants her mom to ball her up in a little ball and stuff her in her vagina. Can we say vagina? Yeah, we can say it. That's not poker. Because there's no reason why this woman is still self-hurt. She's no longer mother hurt. She's self-hurt. She sits and wallows in her childhood. Now, it is what it is. Everybody knows the secret of being successful is sometimes you have to say, it's not for me. But you want to be this perfect mother, but you slowly doing Tracy's things. And when I say slowly doing, Tracy sent her away. Tracy put somebody off on her children. That's what Peach is saying. And Peach does it very frequently last year. Now, I don't know if she can afford it this year, but she did it very frequently last year. Oh, my neighbor. Oh, we're going over at the content house. Babe's going to cook dinner at the content house. That's what she says. I'm not making this up. So who's watching your kids while you and hubby is at the content house? Where's your kids at where you and hubby can get away for afternoon delight? You're not watching your kids. You're missing milestones. And you think that you got it bad with your mother. You got 6 kids that got it bad for you. Think about it. Because if 6 kids got the same story about their mama, you the only one that got the story about your mama. I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know. But Peach, her brother don't come back and say, rebuttal, say, yup, Peach is telling the truth. Her sister don't come back and say, Peach is telling the truth. But Peach, you have 6 kids that can't tell the same story. My mom wasn't there. If daddy wasn't there, she wasn't there. If daddy left, she was miserable. If daddy left, she fussing at mama. Peach, your mama is not your homeschool babysitter. I wish these ladies stop. I heard Jazz say it one time, well, I don't have any support. Some people, we got too much damn support. It is what it is. Some people, they got it easy. They got a mean mom that don't want nobody touching her grandkids. Because she knows the world. Our mom is more cautious of the world than anything. And then there's some people like Tracy that I feel like she watched her first grandchild and she took care of him. And I feel like she did. Because Peach said out of her mouth, her mom only wanted the oldest. And then she said, well, if she don't take them all, she can't take that one. So, Peach, you made your son suffer because you had all those other kids. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like that to me over here. It sounded like you were so stuck on your mama wanting to raise your children because you saw your mother let your grandmama have y'all. Y'all not the same. Tracy her grandmama probably said after the 3rd son, like, hey, you have another kid, it's on you. You never know. Never know. You never know what kind of arrangement. Well, if I'm going to have these babies and feed them, you going to give me $50 a week. You don't know. You're not a grown up. So the audacity for you to even think that your mama just dropped you off baffles me. Because y'all, I know that it's a price for somebody watching your children. Nothing's free. Groceries is high. Now, I can just drop my kids off at my mom's. I can. But my mom also knows that it's coming with a grocery store and me asking her what she needs. Or my kids are there 2 or 3 weeks in the summertime. Mom, what do you need? Can I do a Walmart? Can you do a Walmart pickup for me? That's a price to pay. And a lot of people don't understand that. So you can't be envy towards your mother. That's going to hinder you from having functional adults for children. Everything comes out of your mouth, even from this thing. You have some type of envy towards your mother. You're jealous of Tracy of some way, some shape, somehow, and it baffles me. Like, why are you so upset? Now, if y'all can't rock and roll, and that's okay. Most people don't understand this. Your parents are not here to be your best friend. They're not here to love you until you feel good. And sometimes I feel like some parents are just here, just there, just so you can be alive. There's a lot of kids right now that's doctors and lawyers. Their parents gave them their eviction notice at 18. They found their way. Some people, they found their way, some didn't. But they appreciated their mother and their father. Why? Because they had to learn their way. Peach, you make one bad move, you don't know your way back. That's the sad part about Peach. She do one thing that is not on her route. She's screwed. She's back in the gutters. And one thing about it, your mother was never that bad. Baby, when you was up there trying to cut your hair off with a lawnmower, your mother was eating lunch with you. Then you made yourself feel so special. And I will never forget this. They think they're slick. It's payday. I would have packed my shit up and wish you the worst. And this is everybody. This is her mother. This is her sister. And this is her brother that came to her rescue when she was at the urge of cutting her head off with a lawnmower. Y'all saw it with the scissors, but y'all didn't see that lawnmower that she just bought with wood, okay? She's going to give herself an edge up, okay? Y'all didn't see it. No, I didn't see it either. Yeah. And that's how I know that Tracy is not a bad person. She just want her baby to find her way. Or she could have just been that bird that pushed her baby out the nest. But Peach is so slow. She broke her legs on purpose. She didn't even try. And it's something I realized that Peach don't try. Y'all, she is a good money maker. But money don't cause everything. That's something about it. Money don't help you. Money can't get you out the gutters when your heart is broken. And when I say I don't think her mom is bad, her mom just tried to push her out. Be thankful your mother took your money when you was in high school. No matter if you thought you needed it, but be thankful. Hey, Toy, be thankful. Because I'm going to tell you something. It taught you how to not to be selfish. But you didn't learn that. You didn't learn that. It was more to helping. See, when you got in that fire, y'all, and she said nobody didn't want to help me because you probably don't give back. You gave a Gucci pair of shoes. but you couldn't even buy your kids tutor or get him in the program where you know he needed to be in. Make that make sense. That person could sold those Gucci shoes on the street, but you bought somebody Gucci shoes and you couldn't buy your son the special help he could use in the summertime? Because trust me, you knew he had a problem before he went to school this year. You can't find yourself to give your son a therapist to ask him why is he feeling useless about school. Trust me, it's easy. The schools nowadays just want you to use your brain. But you use so easily to give people money to cause your problems. I heard her say, "Well, I gave my mom $1,000 to do the video because you buy love." Because trust me, I don't think your mom wanted your love. Hey, Ty Cherie, that's sad, but that's Peach. And y'all, I had to do the thumbnail because mother like daughter, y'all, because that eye rub, they look so similar. He was like, "Who is she?" But be honest with you, I feel like this is just me looking in. Peach, get over it. Get over it. And that means what it is. If your mama made you take a bath in dirty water, get over it. Do you still like to take baths in dirty water? Is the question. Because there's somebody right now, their mother made them use, what was that nasty deodorant? Musk. Is that Musk? A Tusk? Tusk. Somebody right now, mother made them use Tusk. And they pissed off about it now. But one day they got to get over it and buy the deodorant that they can afford. One day, you can literally enjoy your children. The nights that your mom, you could just remember the nights that your mom took off and left you at your grandmama's house because the other kids that went with their other cousins and you wasn't allowed to come over there because you was probably bad. Peach give me bad. She gets me bad. Peach gives me bad. Like, hands down. Hey. That's who Peach reminds me of. She gives me a bad ass child. She don't give me, "Oh, bring Peaches over here." She don't give me that. She gives me somebody had to make sure her ass sat down and stayed in a child's place. She don't give me go in the back room. She gives me that go in the back room, but she would do everything under the sun that she don't supposed to be doing. And that is a sad thing I picked out on her. I can't think of anything other than that. That's my thing. That's my final word. Peach, get over it. It's okay. You and your mama might not even say, "How's your day?" Let it go. I know it can be harder for somebody else to say, let it go. Because I feel like you keep on writing these love letters to your mom. Just talk to her. Because it's not going to do us no good to tell you how to help you to navigate your life with your children. And you can't even send your mother these love letters that you write on these community posts. That's all. Stop recording you and your mother getting back together because you can get content. Learn how to love yourself. Stop fighting with self. Get your mother bad energy from 92. I don't know how old this baby is. I don't know, 93. Get that bad energy from your mama at 93. I really feel like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna talk about my childhood for a minute. My mama used to pin up my ponytails, y'all. So she used to connect it like I would have a ponytail. I could never have my ponytails just dangling. My mom always used to pin up my ponytails. Okay. Now, as I think about it, that shit was freaking amazing. After you have a kid, oh my gosh, you don't lose her barrettes. Okay. I didn't know that at the time. So when I used to go to school, I used to take it down and dangle it and eventually lose it. So my mom used to get so mad because I used to lose her barrettes. That was her barrettes. Even though it was mine, it was hers. She paid for them. And one day I was doing my little girl's hair and I just remember my mom and popped me in the head talking about don't you touch these. And these are happy memories, but at the time I hated it because all the other little girls had these ponytails snap. They didn't have it on in their scalp. I'm the only one that had it in my on my, loop to another, ponytail. But when I was doing my daughter's hair, I had this little flashback of my mom doing my hair and she's doing it and I'm doing the exact same thing to my daughter's hair. I didn't love my mother no more than I realized what she was doing that for. See, Peach, sometimes you have to realize why your mom did certain things. You want to walk around here dirty? Let's go take a bath in dirty water. Let's see if you want to take a bath in dirty water, y'all. If you want to give your money out, just go ahead and give your money out because Peach seems like she buys love. So when her mom took half of her check, she said, you want to go and give half of your money, you go give half your money to these bills. There's a reason why mothers do certain things, y'all. They don't do it just to be mean. Let me keep you by yourself because you with somebody else, you get blamed for it. You might not do anything, but I know you might get blamed for it. So I'm gonna send you to Big Mama. So I know she's the only one I trust with my baby. With her talking about her mom left her at the house wearing the same clothes. We do not know if Peach, her mom told her to pick up that bag, but Peach she was acting too grown. So if I leave my bag here, I can come back home. We do not know the depth of her and her mother's childhood. Her mother must have been fighting with vinegar and water. Was it vinegar and oil with Peach? Or water and oil with Peach? She was the oil, Peach was the water. They just clash. We don't know that. So we sitting here sugarcoating this lady to make her feel cozy. No, Peach, get over it. And that's the end of it, y'all. So I really appreciate everybody that came out for me today. I really enjoy y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I am thankful for, and this is something I want to do because it is Thanksgiving, November. I am thankful for being able to still have a little bit of control over my time. So today I was driving down the road and I seen a pile of people. And this is a route that I typically go. So this is like this bus supposed to already been here, if that makes sense to anybody. So as you're seeing a group of people pile up in the bus stop, they're anxious looking. They're looking down at you can literally, at the stop sign, you can literally see them anxiously looking for this bus. Just let me just say, if they had a certain time period to get where they needed to be at, they probably did not make it this morning. So as me sitting here rushing or me complaining about I don't want to go here. I still have my own transportation. So y'all, I'm very thankful that I do have a runnable transportation that I can just go. And my thing is from next week, for the rest of this week, and maybe until Wednesday, I want to be everywhere on time. And so I do have a reason why I'm on time. It's just I gotta push myself. But that's my goal for the rest of this week and next week. Only until Wednesday, y'all, because I got to cut up. But I want y'all to have a lovely weekend. Not lovely weekend, a lovely evening. And I just think the best of y'all, okay? Thank y'all, and y'all have a good day. Thanks. Bye.